What is going on, guys? This is your boy Az. We are back here. We're going to be running some arena gameplay videos for you guys here. And as you can see on screen here, these are kind of the two most common types of teams that I have been going up against in my arena shard. And I know that depending on your shard and where you are placed as well, you may be running, slightly different variations. But the Blue Marvel Xavier seems to be probably the most common one here. And then you'll see here that Hitman has Venom, and then of course as well Nasado or Nacido. I can't pronounce that. Yep. He has Riot instead of Venom. So both variations are fairly straightforward, and I think, like I said, I think for the most part, these are probably the most common types. But yeah, I will basically be just showcasing two different teams today. I will be using my own variation as well here, similar to, I believe that was Hitman's variation, where this can pretty much counter most of the teams. And of course as well, we have our Fantastic Four plus Nick Fury team, which we previously talked about in another video. I'll link in the description if you guys want to have a look at it. But these are basically the two teams, and I'll show the levels and everything when we are playing the gameplay of it. But yeah, that's basically the two teams here, and I've been able to counter everything in the arena with pretty consistent, winning rates. I think, 9 out of 10, I'd win everything here. Maybe the odd one where the RNG is just totally out the window, and even then, I still find a way to somehow win. And I'm like, what the heck? How does that even happen? But anyways, so those are the two teams. Everybody's literally 110 on my symbiotes other than Venom. And of course, as well, Fantastic Four was the previous arena meta team, but I didn't bring them up to 110 because we are strapped for resources. So that's the reason there. But anyways, let's jump into the gameplay so you guys can have a look at things. Okay, so we'll start us off here with a slight variation on the Surfer Breaker. This is a variation that I've seen a few times on my defense shard, and I'm glad I was able to kind of catch it on footage because it doesn't pop out much. But you do see here that we win the coin flip on the turn, and we'll activate our ultimate here to kind of get the AoE and get the damage across everybody. And what I like to do here is I like to focus on kind of, there's certain characters you can focus on so you can get the assist. And I always try to target the ones that are lower, but if not, target Quicksilver because I find that he is a little bit less in stats here because out of the bunch here, I think he's got the least amount of health, but that's just my approach to it. And then, of course, as well, because of the Surfer Breaker here, this does add another element of he tops off their health as well. So I throw the special here to the right side because Surfer Breaker and Xavier are on the same board. Venom gets his turn, we're going to ability block, and then we're going to be able to just kill off Xavier with the Striker tag. And then from that point on, once you kill off Xavier, that's pretty much game over, right? Every priority, you guys will notice here, we always go for Xavier because Xavier is probably the most dangerous character outside of Blue Marvel, and you want to take him down ASAP. And then from that point on, you can go for Surfer Breaker. In this case, we go for Quicksilver just because, like I said already, he is kind of the squishiest, I think, out of the bunch, and going after him, I think, would help. And then, yeah, from that point on, you take care of Surfer Breaker, or Null, or whoever's next. In this particular example, we go after Null because he was just weaker, and then yeah, you can kind of just pick and choose here. We're gonna pause it here so you guys can take a look at the rosters and the levels, but you'll see here, like I said, I got 110 all across the board, and then this individual as well, you can tell he's pretty much maxed all those characters. If you've seen some of my other footage as well, you'll know that I said previously as well, Surfer Breaker is a very good counter to Xavier because he acts before he takes a turn before Professor X. And if you scroll back to the footage here, you'll see that he did take a turn here before our Professor X. So he is a good counter as well to Professor X if you want to use him in place of perhaps maybe your own Professor X. If you don't have Professor X unlocked, you may be able to use Surfer Breaker in this example as well. All right, so that is the first one there. And I think the next one we'll do here is we'll try to see if there's any Fantastic Four variations. So the old arena meta. Let's call this the old arena meta, and we'll use the same team here, like I said already. We're not literally going to change the teams here unless there's basically a team without Xavier, then we can use our Fantastic Four. But yeah, same thing here. We'll activate the ultimate from our Quicksilver. He wins the coin flip, which is nice there to get that ultimate. Blue Marvel's going to do his thing here, but Venom blocks a lot of his damage, so he prevents the damage here. Yes, Franklin also goes before us as well, which is a problem. If your Fantastic Four is pretty built up like this guy, he can definitely for sure hurt you. But luckily for us, because of the fact of, how the symbiotes, their passes are written in here, the fact that they hurt us so much activates our death proof and our safeguard as well, and that puts our team into a good killing position here. And then luckily Null will go shortly after. He'll get the kill here and feel his speed gauge. And as you guys already seen how dangerous he is with Carnage from the Sentry event, it's no different here. And then Professor X can just do his thing like he usually does. I always focus on Blue Marvel with his special, so Blue Marvel can just get one shot at here. And then again, you can see the roster here. So yes, we are playing up against a fairly decently sized Fantastic Four team, and again, no stars on the Blue Marvel, but still Blue Marvel can hit like a truck. And like I said, this is probably less common now in my arena shard, but did want to showcase that you can use this team that we've used previously again on the previous arena team as well. Okay, so that was quick and fast. I think what we're going to do here now is we're going to switch gears and go on the next arena team, and that is if you go across any teams that don't have Xavier. It doesn't matter if you're up against Storm. It doesn't matter who's on that team. Fantastic Four is always going to go first just because of Nick Fury, just the way of his speed up. He's going to get that speed first, and then he's going to be able to allow this Fantastic Four to take over this battle here. And it's going to be like your typical arena battles previously, right? With Fantastic Four, Franklin's ultimate, Invisible Woman's ultimate, and then of course as well following up with that is the killing blow of Professor Xavier. And for this one, I like to focus on Null. I don't know if that's the right strategy. I don't know if it's a perfect strategy, but it seems to work. And just take care of Null. He can't do his ultimate. He can't do his summons. And then Storm's just gonna miss here. She doesn't really do anything, but he did use her on defense, which is also not a bad choice because she applies that massive slow. And like I said already, you should not be sleeping on Surfer Breaker, and you should not be sleeping on Storm right now, because they're going to be needed for a lot of key characters and a lot of key events, and we've seen that time and time again here. So the value of them coming back over and over is definitely not diminished here. And and you can just kind of take care of the rest here. Basically just stragglers at this point. We throw the ultimate here and we'll pause it so you guys can kind of take a look at the checks as well on the rosters. But again, our Fantastic Four is not built up, right? And of course as well, our Nick Fury is nowhere near where he should be, but he is there for his passive, and everybody across the board here is fairly decently sized for my opponent. So we make a pretty short work of it with the previous arena team. And if you come across anybody, like I said, that's not having Xavier on defense, then this opens them up to this Fantastic Four Nick Fury combo. Apologies, just getting a sip of water here. So that is it for that one again here, and we'll see if there's another example here where there's no Xavier. So again, a few teams here. We can go after Knight here. He's got Blue Marvel, and he's got no Xavier as well on defense. So this is great. This is another variation we can take advantage of, the fact that there's no Xavier, so that allows for Fantastic Four to do their thing again. And again, you're going to see here very similar as well, except this time they've got Blue Marvel, and wait, I'm thinking here, did the other one have Blue Marvel? Now I'm trying to think here. I think it doesn't matter. Okay, I don't remember who they had, but anyways, so we'll throw the special here on Blue Marvel now instead, and this will kill him off. I do believe there wasn't a Blue Marvel, so I could be wrong here. I'm just drawing a brain fart, so my apologies there. But always go for Blue Marvel, even if there's a Storm here. Storm doesn't really do anything. Go for Blue Marvel, instantly kill him, and then you can focus on the other stragglers here. Maybe this is just a little bit trickier because of the fact that Blue Marvel just added that extra little element in here. But nonetheless, you can do it fairly straightforward as well here, because like I said, Xavier blocks all the speed, and unfortunately without Xavier to kind of be the safety guard here against that, the Fantastic Four basically get their first turn and they'll basically wipe everybody else out here. So again, ultimate from Xavier, this is going to cleanse and clear, and we can view the team again. But like I said, it's pretty much consistently similar to the other ones. Everyone has their teams all maxed up. And yeah, our Fantastic Four make pretty short work of this entire section here without too much of a sweat. So again, Xavier carrying us here, and it's no different in this example either. Okay, and now we'll go into the main one, which is the one I see the most common in my Arena Shard, which is this Quicksilver 3-piece with Xavier and Blue Marvel. So we can't use the Nick Fury combo here, but nonetheless, we can use the same team that we used previously, which is the one involving with the 3-piece with Venom and Riot and Null. Oh, excuse me, that's not a 3-piece, that's a 4-piece. I said 3-piece, it's a 4-piece. My apologies there. So we'll activate the ultimate again here, same opening moves, and it's good that you guys can see that we did lose the coin flip, so you guys can see that sometimes even with bad RNG, we can still get this done here just because of the fact that we can play smarter than the AI. So we'll throw the special here so that it kills. This is going to bring them under 20, under the 30% or 25% health. I forget the number exactly, but that gives us the extra speed bar. Venom's going to be able to use his ability block and kill off Xavier. And then, yeah, we can basically get to Xavier's turn. And I think you guys know what's going on here with Xavier. There's a Blue Marvel. If there's a Blue Marvel, throw that special on him. He's dead. If you leave Blue Marvel alone and you don't special him, it's going to hurt you. So take care of him now. And I'll see if I have one more example of this example as well so we can do it one more time. Just trying to make sure we don't. So again, but if you get a battle between Null and Venom, just go after Null here. We don't want him summoning anything. Just take care of him ASAP. And yeah, he should not be able to get to the end here just because of the fact that we have our Carnage already on the board, and Xavier is going to go before him as well. So there's really it's a very unlikely that you would lose even in this situation here. But like I said, you want to make sure that they don't gain any momentum and anything like that. But yeah, it's fairly very straightforward counter. Like I said, we'll do another example just to make sure. Just do your attacks. Just basically stalling until Xavier gets to his turn. And yeah, with Venom, basic if you can here as well, because he gets that 10% speed and he can't really be stopped. So Xavier does his ult and it's done. So yeah, you guys will see here, I'm just pausing here to make sure. And then yeah, we can go on and look at the roster again here. And again, fairly consistent with what we've been seeing in this Arena Shard, because I play in a very, very old Arena Shard, and everybody is fairly decently sized and or they've been a long time Marvel junkie like myself as well. All right, so there you guys have it. We'll jump in here maybe on the main meta one again here. This one's got a Blue Marvel with Riot comp, and then there's another one here as well with some variations. They've moved the rankings a little bit now, but yeah, let's go in on this. Let's go in on this Riot one here, and again, same team. We'll go in here and again map it out again here on the attack approach. So Blue Marvel does his thing. We take a couple hits here. Quicksilver is going to be able to use his ultimate to kind of start things off for us, get some damage going, get the battlefield effect as well. So Quicksilver does his thing, and then of course as well we win the coin flip. And right here you can go kind of two angles. You can go from Blue Marvel's side, or you can go from Xavier's. I'm going to hit Xavier here, and then he's going to chain off here. So again, this is already a nice starting hand because we get some low health. And then right here, I like to focus on Xavier and Null if possible, just because these are kind of the most dangerous characters all in this cluster here. We'll use the special here. This is going to allow us to kind of get that speed bar going. Now with Venom, you can do the ability block again, or you can just kind of do the basic as well. So we're gonna just, we're just gonna use the basic here. This fills the speed bar, and then he goes off for the instant kill. And then again, Venom, same thing. He can get another turn here because he got a speed bar filled. Again, this basic's gonna fill his speed bar. We can do it here, double basic. Most likely gonna kill Blue Marvel here after the double tap. Here, there you guys have it. Venom's gonna take one more turn here. And again, like I said, you can see here, he is only 105, and he gets the work done here pretty smoothly. So we'll do the basic here again, double basic to fill the speed bar. And yeah, and then we can go for the final kill here. We'll throw the ultimate on Carnage. And yeah, I think from this point on, we can hit auto. And Xavier didn't even really do all that much here. We can throw the special here, and he should instantly die now from this. And there you guys have it. So, again, I think this is the comp that people were using mostly on defense, but fairly simple, fairly straightforward. We will kind of go back into the top spot here. I do see that there is a weaker Blue Marvel one, so maybe we won't go after this one here. But, oh, here, this one is the Venom comp now. Instead of Venom, there's, instead of Riot, there's Venom here. So we'll go in on this one as well here. And so you guys can kind of see differences. But yeah, overall, again, Blue Marvel does this thing. That's going to activate our passives, kicking in with the Safeguard. Quicksilver is going to use the ultimate again here. This is going to do some damage for us. Get things going. And yeah, Quicksilver enemy does this thing as well here. So again, we get a little coin flip here. And Xavier, like I said, you can go the left side or you can go the right side. Let's go the other angle this time just to kind of do some differences. See if this changes anything up for our side of things. So not too much really. And yeah, same thing. This cluster here, this is kind of the most dangerous pack or the dangerous side. So we're going to throw the cluster here on the special. This is going to target on Xavier and Null. Dead. So now we got some options here. We can actually maybe, with Venom, we can go after Null or we can go after Blue Marvel. Really doesn't matter. I think for the sake of speed, let's go after Blue Marvel here, just so we can do the double tap, and then he can come in for the extra speed as well on the kill. Yeah, and same thing. I think, yeah, this is pretty much done here. Let's throw the ultimate here just for variance, and then dead. So, here you guys have it. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if this was crystal clear or not. I thought it was pretty straightforward. Okay, back here. Maybe I should have did the start of the video. So again, just sloppy on my part. But anyways, on my Null is 110. 5 diamonds. Venom's 105. He's the only one that's not. Quicksilver, same thing. 105 or 110. Excuse me. 5 stars. That's what I meant to say. Oh yes, we had our Carnage built up. Xavier's level 110, tier 20. Then we have our 3 Fantastic Fours, 106s, G20s all across the board. And yeah, use them for the Professor Xavier saga and for the Blue Marvel. And then, of course, as well, we have Riot. He has been massive because of that passive he gives, which basically gives the team the Safeguard and the Death Proof, right? And yeah, and then other than that, I think that's it. Nick Fury, just the on-spawn speed up to the team. And that makes the entire difference, right, for the entire team here. So other than that, guys, that's the team. That's the lineup. Those are the 2 teams I'm using to counter everything. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are running across anything different. But like I said, it's been fun. Hasn't been too difficult. But yeah, we'll see how next week shapes up. If there's any changes to my arena meta, I'll let you guys know. On that note as well, I haven't seen much use out of Toxin yet. Obviously, we can use him in the Blade Tower. But nonetheless, he doesn't really seem to be fitting into the niche right now. But I got him unlocked. I got him G20. I got him 105. Just starting it for now. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.